First leg of the quaddie coming up. Brokers Point, lined in, set to go.
Jeune Royale not going away all that flashily, but the advantage of the inside works up to join Rose Charm early. Princess Jacana, My Fraulein. Over on the outside, Champagne Miss and Carnaby Kiss we thought would lead, but it's not going to at the moment. It's very wide. Further back, Brokers Point, Sweetest Taboo, Sophie Princess and Zarovich dropped back to last. And about fourth last is Monda Special. 1,200 metres out, and Rose Charm has pulled its way to the lead now by 2 lengths Champagne Miss. Over on the inside then is Jeune Royale, and still out 3 deep Carnaby Kiss. On the rails a half away then comes My Fraulein, followed by Princess Jacana. 3 parts Brokers Point, 2 lengths further back Monda Special, Zarovich, Sweetest Taboo and Sophie Princess. Down the hill they come now towards the 850. And it's Rose Charm leading by just over 2 lengths. Champagne Miss on the inside, third Jeune Royale. A length away Carnaby Kiss. On the inside of it is My Fraulein. Then Princess Jacana a length further back. Brokers Point hard ridden 2.5 further back. Monda Special, Zarovich, Sophie Princess, Sweetest Taboo. Around the turn inside the 600, Rose Charm's going to head for home clear of Champagne Miss and Jeune Royale. Deeper out Carnaby Kiss. Then My Fraulein, Princess Jacana making some ground. And at the head of the others, Zarovich, followed by Brokers Point, Rose Charm 400 metres out in front. Princess Jacana up on the inside. Jeune Royale only whacking away. My Fraulein now making its run. And deeper out on the track then was Carnaby Kiss and Monda Special. It's My Fraulein reaching the lead from Princess Jacana, Rose Charm, Carnaby Kiss and Monda Special. In front, My Fraulein, Princess Jacana, the inside trying to lift. My Fraulein, Princess Jacana. They hit it heads up, heads down, don't know. Princess Jacana, and on the outside, My Fraulein from Monda Special in a photo with Carnaby Kiss. Then Rose Charm, Brokers Point, Zarovich, Sophie Princess, Jeune Royale knocked up, Champagne Miss Ditto, and last in was Sweetest Taboo.
And number 1, Princess Jacana, Linda Meach, 11.80 to win, 3.70 a place. For My Fraulein, it'll pay 5.90, 2.20 for third, 6 Monday Special, 2.80. 1 is the winner.
Number 1, Princess Jacana, and a double for Linda Meach. Number 4, My Fraulein.
Now, still no weight through at Doomben, still no information there. And a late...
Third place, Carnaby Kiss has grabbed it, number 3, ridden by Michelle Payne. 1, 4 and 3 of the numbers in 139.2. Well, twice she's looked like she was going to be beaten, Linda, and twice she's pulled it out, so good on her. She is riding in terrific form today. It was really a bob of the head. If My Fraulein had had the bob at the right time, she would have gone close to winning it. But Princess Jacana got the bob today. First up effort was a good one at Morphett, at Warrnambool, rather, being caught 4 or 5 wide all the way there. She's now won 2 of her 4 when second up. And a good effort because she's come closest to the inside rail than any other winner so far today. Numbers are 1, 4 and 3. Good start to the quaddie if you found that one. Race 5 is our main flat race today, the Gippsland Sprint Final. Bryce Deckman is on 12, the race at 2.50.
OK, Greg, we await first 4 details. Second leg of the quaddies next on board. Doomben correct weight, 11, 3, 2 and 12. First 4, $752.40. Sandown, we await Unitab details to come through after Linda Meach has secured our line at Rosehill Gardens. We await a scales report from Adelaide. Shouldn't be too far away. Unrocal Saint from Devil in Disguise and Crest of Gold. They did start late, some 3.5 minutes late. Back at Rosehill, this is race 5.
And Fixated is all the rage here. Gee, I'd like to be able to snap up those tote odds now, but I just can't get to the window in time because in the ring, it's in the red. Do I hear something in my ear from one of our producers? I'll take it. Yes. Anyway, 2.10 on the tote at the moment. Been well tried in the ring. Fixated by Kenny Ladd, the bulk of whose stock seemed to handle rain-affected ground. Second pick here is number 8 Tumbler, 3.90 on the tote and longer in the ring. Talking about Tumbler, he walks in. So Don Rapides and Fixated to come up. Previous race, Luskin Latoile, 11. Brent Stanley beat 6 Midnight Carols, 3 Isla Christina, 2 fourth. Southern Rose, the third. Mask the second, and Mag Sayer the first. Winning double to Rodney Quinn and Johnny Hawks, and Rod and John combine here with the Hot Pot Fixated. Repeating race 6, the Lord Mayor's Cup, back to 2,000 metres. No Connection has objected. And the starter will climb the stand in just a moment to let them rip in race number 5. A short, sharp shower of rain for about 30 seconds about 3 minutes ago. Ready, and they're off this time, and Tumbler is the early leader from Don Repeaters in the third posse Fixated, followed closely by Island Swing, and then Pay the Believers, Red Rebel, and Gord is last in a tightly packed field as they settle fully into stride now, and Don Repeaters has got the neck in front of Tumbler. On the inside is Red Rebel, one of the newcomers, and Fixated is travelling very wide out, followed by Pay the Believers, Island Swing, and just over a length to Gord. Down the side of the track they run, and Don Repeaters narrowly, and he's scouting very, very wide out. And coming to the 600, Don Repeaters from Tumbler. On the inside of that pair racing Red Rebel, and then the favourite Fixated with the rider in the All Cerise from Island Swing, Pay the Believers, and 3 lengths to the Tyree horse, and that is Gord. Around the corner they run, Fixated on the extreme outside, and Don Repeaters from Tumbler. Fixated is going after them now, and then Red Rebel, Island Swing, and a long gap, Pay the Believers, and Gord. Now Quinn is asking Fixated for his effort, and quickly he cruised up on the outside of Don Repeaters, who's under the whip, and they beat off Tumbler and then Red Rebel. Fixated having a job now to get away from Don Repeaters, who's fighting back. It's Fixated and Don Repeaters. Fixated on the outside, and nose in front. He'll win. By golly, he's given putters heart failure, but scrambles in, I'd say. Fixated from Don Repeaters, third going to Red Rebel, who ran a very good debut, and then Tumbler, and the last 3, Island Swing, Gord, and Pay the Believers.
Should be a winning treble the way of Rod Quinn and John Hawkes. And across the line, Fixated returning $1.80, $1.90 and $1.80 across all totes. And we await first 4 dividend to be confirmed. So as we get that through, we'll pass it along. It's 1 from 7, 6 and possibly 8 in 4th position. Now here comes the Quinella Exactas and Trifectas. Quinella, $5.40, Exacta $7, Trifecta $64. First 4, $129.50 on 1, 7, 6 and 8. Super Tab and Unitab details. As we watch the head on, these two settle out for a good stoush, and that back on the inside is Tumbler in the Jeff and Beryl white colours. Note the distance change for the next race, the Lord Mayor's Cup. It has been reduced due to a wet patch as they leave the home turn from 2,400 back to 2,000. All trainers have the option of scratching if they wished, and none have taken that option on board. Fixated, who's out of Infatuated, a half-sister to Lovelorn. Sounds plenty of good ones here.
Rightio, thanks Brendan. Well, we got the Doomben Roses here. I'm going to have these numbers 1, 10, 7 and 5. I like the look of the top weight, and it's going to get the run of the race from that 4 alley. It's come over here very good. It's got the wraps, looks the part, put it on top. The 10 Penny Gem, I like just running the Guineas. Got 20 alley, that's the problem, but that's the one I'm going to be looking for coming.
A couple of 3-year-old fillies here today. The Jewel on her way to the Oaks, and Private Steer on her way to the Stradbroke Handicap.
Very interesting this afternoon's Group 1 at Sprint, and also this race from an Oaks perspective. Australia's form fillies. Great Hannah's come up from Adelaide. Zana from Sydney with Kriyanka, who won the Adrian Knox, taking on the Jewel, hoping to shine for New Zealand. Let's head across to the track with Alan Thomas.
Here's the Doomben Roses, and they're all in the stalls and they're set ready to go. The Triple M Doomben Roses for 2003 in the field about to be dispatched. Once Penny Gem goes in. Gee, she's a bit on the toe. Gee, she got home hard the other day in the Guineas Penny Gem. She came from last behind True Glow, only beaten 3.9. But Kieran McAvoy's drawn the visitors' gate, 20 here in the original draw. And they'll start 16. So it'll be out in number 16. That's the furthest they go. Now Penny Gem's in the gates. So McAvoy goes back aboard. We're set to go. Kriyanka stands up well, drawn out a little bit, out about 14. It's come through a tough campaign in Sydney. The Jewel's got barrier 2 with the bright red cap on next to Lady Damascene in 1. They're set. Starting signal given. Stand by for a start. and they're racing, and the Jewel came out pretty well from barrier number 2, and Childs is just niggling her along a little bit in the early part. He wants to hold her ground early. Remy began quickly, and Kiss an Angel, Relancer and Figurative's going fast with Great Enter, and Crianza's coming down the extreme outside. At the line the first time, Figurative is the leader, joined by Crianza. Going to third, Great Enter on the outside. On the fence behind those, Relancer racing fourth, and then came Domiel on the outside, a Kiss an Angel, followed then by Remy. Now the Jewel is racing in about 7th position over on the inside, but that bright red cap on. A length away, Cosmetic Crown in the middle. Aquatic drives out deep from Lady Damascene. Xana's back and very wide, heading to the back, followed by With My Saddler Silk and Sheer Devotion, and Penny Gemma's last of all. Down the back, 12.50 to go, and Crianza went to the lead. 2 to Figurative, a length and a half through Lancer, third. Great Anna, fourth the outside. 2.5 to Domiel on the outside of Kiss an Angel. 2 lengths away, Remy on the outside, and the Jewel is next on the rails. A length and a half, Aquatic Drive, followed by Cosmetic Crown. Over on the inside, Lady Damascene, followed by Xana, then With My. A long way back, Saddler Silk, Sheer Devotion, and Penny Gem sees them all. To the next corner at the 800 metres mark, and Crianza's giving them plenty to catch. She's 2 to Figurative, 3 lengths away, Great Anna on the outside of Relancer. Another 4 lengths away, Domiel. Now the Jewel's coming away from the rails. Child said it is time to go. The favourites now off. A length and a half further back in the field, Remy, Kiss an Angel, With My Aquatic Drive. Xana's a long way from them, from Cosmetic Crown, Sheer Devotion, Penny Gem, Lady Damascene and Saddler Silk. Around the bend, 3.50 out. Crianza's 3 in front of Figurative. The Jewel is now pull to the outside, coming after Crianza. Domiel runs home next, and then Great Anna, and With My. Crianza's in front at the 200. Here's the Jewel laying down the lure to Crianza, followed by Domiel. Crianza the leader. The Jewel's just about on terms, and she's got her now. The Jewel races to the lead, and the Oaks favourites draws away. The Jewel beats Crianza. Third home in the race. Good run to Domiel, followed by Figurative close up, and so too was Great Anna. Just behind those in the race was Xana, With My. Penny Gem got home and it was all over. Then Kiss an Angel, Saddler Silk, followed by Cosmetic Crown. A long way back, Remy and Aquatic Drive, followed by Sheer Devotion, Lady Damascene, and last home is Relancer. She's a class act. She's a class act, the Jewel. They put the pressure on, which really suited her. The field broke up. Child was able to ride her about midfield. He said that in the interview. I'll try and get about midfield. And when they put the speed on, the field broke up. He let go inside the 800, and this big striding filly by O'Reilly took out after them. Crianza had put up a very, very good performance to lead for as long as she did. But the Jewel was able to gun her down and win well. I'll just confirm these numbers for you. 1, the Jewel, Greg Childs is first. 2, Crianza, John Powell second. 8, third, Domiel, ridden by Scott Seamer. And fourth in the race went to 15, Figurative, ridden by Jason Taylor. The dividends, the Jewel, $241.50, Crianza $270, Domiel $420, Quinella $9, Trifecta $170.80.
Okay, the Jewel from Crianza. Matthew Browning.
Winning trainer Hector, this filly, she was beaten in the New Zealand Oaks. Can you make up for it and win one in Australia in 2 weeks' time?
Well, it'd be lovely too, and I think she's got the capability, so that's why we're here.
She races like a true stayer. She gets a fair way back. She's got a wonderful finish, though. Were you confident she'd pick up that Australian filly that went to the front?
No, because I think she's short of a race, so whatever she does now, she'll do better. She'll improve with that one.
Any long-term plans beyond the Winter Carnival? I mean, is she good enough to shape up in the spring in Australia?
I think she is, and I think she'll have a go at it. We were a wee bit hesitant today because it's the first time this way round, but yeah, it's on the agenda.
And finally, she settled into Australia. She travelled across okay, no problems with her?
Oh, she loves it here. It's lovely and warm, and I like the beer.
Good on you. Good on you. Thanks, Hector. Okay, I'll let you go and lead her back in. Congratulations to Hector Anderton, New Zealand trainer here with this top-class filly from New Zealand. I refer to the Jewel, and Brendan, I don't think we've heard the last of the Jewel.
New Zealand fillies form Matthew's been very strong right through the autumn and now into the winter. She was a class winner. Morford Village, sound action in the Oaks, the first of the Group 1s, ahead of 3 runners from the Tony McAvoy yard.
Well, Tony, if you're ever going to make your maiden status as a Group 1 trainer, today could be the day, because you've got some good runners in these Group 1 races.
Yeah, I have, Graham. It'd be nice to break it here in Adelaide. I'm a local boy, so it'd be lovely to do it home.
Let's have a look at the chances in the SA Oaks. You've got 3 fillies in there. Let's start firstly off with Millanova.
Great run the other day. I mean, very rarely in a Group 1 do you beat the rest of the field by 5 lengths and get beat yourself. I mean, so she's got to be an undeniable chance. She's trained on well. She's been set for this race, Graham. If she settles and has a trouble-free run, and she's got to run the 1.5 miles, which she didn't quite do in the VRC Oaks, but I'm thrilled with the filly.
Jamila?
Drawn badly, ran very well in the Derby last week, had no luck at all in the week before in the Australasian Oaks. I feel she'll run the trip. You know, she's had a bit of racing now, so I'm hoping there's still something left in her. She seems fine in herself.
And La Rocha?
This filly was superb last start in the Verve Clique. It was a great run, Graham. She ran second to Mummify. Should have got a lot closer. The horse that was third in that race come out and ran second in the Derby. The form's very strong. She's a full sister to Blackfriars, who won the VRC Derby, so the trip is no trouble. I'm feeling very warm about her.
I can tell. What about El Nino in the Goodwood?
He's in great form. He won a $100,000 race in Melbourne last start and was very impressive. Had to do it a little bit tough and won. Got a lovely handicap. 1200, he loves to be fresh. The ground here's got a little bit of jar out of it, so that'll suit him. You know, he's probably, if you look at his form, a length short of a Group 1 horse. But with all due respect, I'm not sure that this quite is a Group 1 race today, so hopefully we're there with a good chance.
And are you feeling warm about the chances of North Boy in the Doomben 10,000?
I am. He's arrived there well. You know, this horse has been beaten 3 times by 2 by a head and 1 by a neck in Group 1s, so he's got the talent. He just needs to be on his game on the day, which can be a bit of a worry with him. He's settled in there beautifully. He'll run really well, Graham, and he's got a beautiful weight in the Stradbroke handicap coming up. He's got 52.5 kilos, so if he can run close today at weight for age, he's a great chance in the big handicap up there.
I really hope you triumph today in these Group 1 races, mate.
Thanks very much, Graham. Thank you.
Tony McAvoy, who has plenty of good chances in all the Group 1 racing today, both here in Adelaide and also in Brisbane.
Okay, let's go to...
Broken in a pretty fair line. Thungan Pushbug a little bit slow to go with Awesome Ruler near the inside and Joffa Gem Pound straight on the lead. Sacred Shield, Bortkoi Mustang going up on the inside and deeper out Star of St. Covered. Wider out again was Arctic Blast, Captain Clipper, Rupert on the inside, Kashkai just in front of those. Very wide is Kelstein and Thungan Pushbug surging forward. Well back then Della Vista Wingrove with Mr. Goldflower at the tail of the field, Thunder Bay, and 2.5 last of all Awesome Ruler. Down the hill 800 metres out, Joffa Gem by 3 parts of a length to Arctic Blast out deep with Star of St. Covered the centre. A length and a half Bortkoi Mustang, Sacred Shield, Kashkai. Thungan Pushbike 4 deep, a length and a half Captain Clipper back with Rupert. Wingrove starting to make a run, taking off around it and Kelstein, and further back Della Vista in the straight now, 500 metres out, and they're across the track here. Arctic Blast, Star of St. Covered, Joffa Gem, Bortkoi Mustang the inside, then deeper out Kashkai, followed by Sacred Shield, Wingrove down the outside, Captain Clipper trying to weave a passage through in the centre, Joffa Gem fighting back down towards the 200 metres, but Kashkai on the outside has gone up to take him on and hit the lead. Bortkoi Mustang, Della Vista and Wingrove, but it's Kashkai in front 50 metres out. Wingrove running on late, but Kashkai's day is today. Kashkai wins easily on the line by nearly 2 lengths to Wingrove, Bortkoi Mustang, Della Vista, and a photo for third from Captain Clifford. Kelstein, then came Thunder Bay. Behind those would have been Joffa Gem, Arctic Blast, Sacred Shield, Thungan Pushbike, Star of St. Covered. Then comes Mr. Goldflyer, well back Awesome Ruler, and last in was Rupert.
Number 8, Kashkai, 770, 230 for Mark Pegas. Number 3, Wingrove, a dividend of $2.20 for third. Number 13, Bortkoi Mustang, $8.
And first off, Matt Hestates at Newcastle.
Unitab details have just come through. We await first 4 Unitab and New South Wales and the race time to be confirmed as well. 8-3-13, number 4 in 4th position. As we watch the sniper cam looking...
Come through a moment ago, but it has swept away. As now Jamila goes in, Alley Cat goes up. Pipkin very towy. Now Gypsy Fingers still on the move. Misty Princess coming up now. First Love going in. Tiona comes up. A bit toey in the gate, Saucy Susan. And we wait for Jamila to come in along with Acclaim. So Acclaim, Gypsy Fingers, Jamila are 3 out. JJ's coming in now, and that will leave just those 3. Harking back to race 3, most unlucky Tormentus. You probably don't need to be reminded. It should have won the race if you were on it. Couldn't get a run at a vital stage in the straight. Gee, it was a performance and a half. And Prince of Revelry was announced the champion of the Smoke-Free Challenge based on points, a 5,000 bonus. Set for the SA Oaks, they're racing. Ali G reared at the start and slow to begin Saucy Susan. Sound Action away well from the inside with La Rocha showing good speed. Also was Millanova. From wider out, working forward, JJ, Tiona, Pipkin very deep at the post. Saucy Susan easing behind those, followed by Alley Cat on the inside of Misty Princess. Getting back and very wide Acclaim around that first turn, being followed by Iona Columba, Ali G. Out to second last now was Jamila, and second last to now Dance on Wood, in fact, and last is First Love. Well, Sound Action's going to try and do it all of the way. Sound Action from barrier 1. No one wanted to cross and lead, so Hawkeye just allowed her to stride and find the front. And at the 1800, the odds-on favourite in the SA Oaks leads the way. Sound Action by a half length. Second is Millanova, a length away. Third, La Rocha, who's on the inside of JJ. Then a length and a half, Gypsy Fingers inside of Tiona, followed by Pipkin 3 wide. 1.5 to Alley Cat to the inside of Misty Princess, being followed by Acclaim wide. Then came Ali G, who's back over on the inside there of Saucy Susan, being followed wider out by Jamila. And then a length and a half away behind those as they work along the back by the 1400, but pulling Iona Columba from First Love. And last is Dance on Wood. The leader is Sound Action. They've got 1,300 metres to go, and Sound Action by 3/4 of a length. In second place, Millanova. La Rocha running third. Fourth on the outside, about 2.5 off the lead, JJ, being followed by Gypsy Fingers, and then Tiona Pipkin. It's still wide. Misty Princess deeper out, Acclaim wider still. Over on the inside was Alley Cat, followed by Ali G. And then came behind those was Jamila, back fifth last. Some of these are going to struggle to get into the race. They've only gone slow. From Saucy Susan, Dance on Wood third last from First Love, and last is Iona Columba. Sound Action, she leads the way in the SA Oaks at the 800 metres by a half length on Millanova. In third position on the inside, La Rocha, followed by JJ. Pipkin had a hard run, so too Acclaim. Some of these back markers will have to come very wide, including Jamila, which is getting going now and putting in her run. Gypsy Fingers on the inside, Ali G taking closer order, and off the track, Dance on Wood runs on. Sound Action on the corner at the 400. She's had a good run, but she's being joined now. On the outside of her was Millanova, and trying to get into the clear now, JJ going for the rails. La Rocha at the 300. Sound Action under siege here. Pipkin, what a run it's running a race, Pipkin. I reckon it put it nose in front, but here's La Rocha on the inside. La Rocha's hit the front. It's stablemate Jamila starting to charge down the outside. Pipkin still there in the middle. It's La Rocha and Jamila and La Rocha. La Rocha won the Oaks from Jamila and McAvoy Quinella, and the first Group 1 for Tony McAvoy. In third position came Pipkin. What a performance. 3 wide the entire way. Has beaten the odds-on favourite Sound Action for third. Followed in by First Love, and then came behind those was Millanova. And then Alley Cat, followed home by Acclaim. Tiona, further back to JJ. Then Misty Princess, Dance on Wood from Saucy Susan, Gypsy Fingers, Iona Columba towards the tail end of the field, and Ali G came in a long last in 2:40 and 92. Danny Nikolic, La Rocha, number 7, has won from Jamila, the stablemate, and in a rare roll, Sound Action in front. She's run fourth. Pipkin's run third. You can offer no excuse, even though she led and it might be an unusual role. You can offer no excuse for the favourite, because you've got to remember Pipkin at 1,000,000 to 1, well, 100s anyway, sat 3 wide the entire way and has run a place in the SA Derby. Trifecta's paid 10,212. La Rocha, 12.70 and 3 even. Dan Nikolic for Tony McAvoy by Danehill from Kensington Gardens. Beats Jamila, number 3. Her stablemate. And third will be Pipkin. Will run third Pipkin. Number 15, Justin Potter for Barry Brook.
They'll be cheering at Lindsay Park. A long overdue debut Group 1 victory for Tony McAvoy. He does it in style with a Quinella. And he follows in the footsteps of the late Peter Hayes, the late C.S. Hayes, and in between those two, David Hayes. A Group 1 tradition that continues from Lindsay Park. And to boot, a full sister to a Derby winner, Blackfriars, does it with success in the Oaks. And Dan Nikolic could be looking towards a Group 1 double. He's aboard Squalani in the Goodwood Handicap. 5 minutes off the Lord Mayor's Cup. It's Majestically for Robert Thompson, ahead of Bello Signor for Darren Beedman. Silent Impact is at $8.60, widely drawn for Bernadette Cooper. Note the distance. It's back from 2,400 to 2,000 metres because of some rain on the course just after they leave the home straight. And Lane Maloney rides the Bart Cummings Brisbane Cup Hope resoundingly, which is at $9.70. 3, 2, 9 and 4 being the late mail. 3, 2 is the ratings for the Doomben Classic. It's True Glow from King of Them All and Sportsman, 2, 8, 1 and 3. And it's True Glow, which is clear-cut favourite for Lee Friedman, ahead of Grandway Shogun, Sportsman. King of Them All's right in the market at $6.30. Okay, a magic moment about to unfold at Morphettville. A man who'll have history riding on his back. Monkey's off the back, Graham McNeese.
The monkey is off the back, Brendan. How about that?
Well, everyone said how good they are, and they're right. That was extremely exciting.
You really had good feelings about it. I interviewed you prior to the race, and you really had good vibes about its chances this afternoon, Larocca. It might do it for you.
Yes, well, the filly, she's been giving us all the right signs, Graham, and rarely, horses don't tell lies. No, and we had the lucky run, and Danny Nikolic was superb on her, and it was fabulous.
It had the breeding too.
Oh, of course, you know, she's a brother to a Derby winner, and she's a very valuable filly, and I'm so excited. And it's lovely to win this sort of race for Robert Sangster, who's been a
the association has
great
been
client.
There so long, hasn't it?
It's very
it
good.
really is a special day, May 17,
yes.
2003. You won't forget that, will you?
I will not.
It's been a long time coming.
It has. It's you know, it's been. I think it's been worrying the press more than it's been worrying me, but we're there now. So one for the press.
Okay. Alive it is. Congratulations.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks very much.
All the very best.
Thank you. Thanks.
There he is, Tony McAvoy, finally breaking it through, not only for a Group 1 success, but also in the race, the Quinella in the Oaks. Wonderful day for him, and deservedly so too.
And for the Sangster family Swettenham Stud Syndicate. Great moments of action from Morphettville. Feature from Rose Hill after this break.
Lord Mayor's Cup reduced from 2,400 metres to 2,000 metres. The favourite, number 3, and that is Majestically, 270 and 150. And the best back to beat it here on track is 12 Resoundingly, and Resoundingly on the tote, 770 and 260. Right, Laguna Lake coming in. Previous race going to Fixate at number 1. Rod Quinn beat 7 Don Repeaters, 6 Red Rebel at 8 Tumbler, ran 4th. Little bit of late money for Talista Bell here. Now, only about 2 or 3. And about 3 to come up to line now. Only about an hour to the Doomben 10,000. And, of course, one of the great Queensland racing families is the Best family. And I believe that Noel Best, of course, former top rider, and his wife Alison celebrates her birthday today. She's at Doomben. All the best. Happy birthday from all down here, Alison. Set to run the Roman Printing Lord Mayor's Cup. Majestically the favourite, having his 50th race start, and they're off. 2,000 metres ahead of them, and the first to leave the machine was Goodfella. Going up quickly is Ruski to lead. Grand City trying to match Ruski. Terrific Tourist dropping back a little now. Followed then by Resoundingly Improving Bello Signor, Magna Carta. Then comes Majestically Talista Bell. Silent Impact, Charm.